You might want to scoop more this way.
Okay.
Yeah, you look good.
Okay.
I seem a little far from you, but that's okay.
Well, we're hoping that we don't cross streams in the audio. That's what we're hoping for.
Oh, I think we'll be good.
Okay.
I would hope so.
Okay.
So yeah, we have a ghost in our house.
Why do you say that?
I was gonna take a shower 2 days ago. Oh, I did take a shower. That was
No. You said
no, not 2 days ago.
Okay.
A few days ago.
All right.
And I was getting the water all hot and stuff like that, and I turned around and the faucet was on, and I don't remember turning the faucet on. I might have.
Maybe you did. Yeah.
I may or may have not, but I don't remember.
Dude, you need to stop bringing stuff into this house.
There is too many things.
Already,
in
the
this house
studio
now.
is haunted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I need an exorcism on me.
Fan-freaking-tastic.
Yes.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hello and welcome to the Pick Your Brain podcast from the demented minds of TLEV. I'm Thomas.
And I'm Mr. E.
And this is the first podcast after Easter. Happy Easter. And if you do not celebrate Easter, happy Sunday. Now it's, of course,
it's not Sunday anymore.
I mean, it's Wednesday when you're watching this. But I did want to take this moment to clear the air about something.
You want to clear the air?
I want to clear the air. Okay.
What are you going to clear the air about?
Whenever I'm on video,
Yeah.
I don't like to say guys because guys is very much it's very gender specific term.
Yeah.
Y'all, not from the South.
You're not from the South.
So folks, I like to say folks, but what I especially like to say on TLEV Horror is horror peeps. Now, it came to my attention that some people think that I'm talking peeps as in people. Oh, no. I mean peeps.
Oh.
So when I say horror peeps, I'm picturing a bunch of peeps, the candy right here, just horror fanatics. So you are all my horror peeps.
Wow.
And I'm also this was just also an excuse for me to eat some peeps on the podcast today.
Oh, you want to eat some peeps today? I mean, you could go ahead and enjoy it.
I was hoping to. I mean,
I've had a couple candies after Easter.
Yeah. This is the only candy that I've had for Easter. Yeah. So that's why.
Well, there you go.
And these two that are missing were not me. I live with a bunch of cookie monsters. So.
But those aren't cookies.
Candy monsters.
Chicken monsters.
Chick monsters. There you go.
You chick monsters. Whoa.
Well, yeah, they're chicks.
They are.
Yeah.
To me, I used to like those, but I'm not a huge fan of them anymore.
Why not?
I feel like the marshmallow's a little stale.
You
like those a lot.
These are my favorite. For those of you who have been doing this journey with me about my weight and my transformation, don't worry. Only 23 calories.
That's 23 on each one.
I know. I'm only going to have one.
Oh, you only have one? Okay.
Ow.
We'll see how that goes because you do really like those.
I really do. And this is like the only holiday that I eat them for.
I mean, just seeing those reminds me of that part in Horror Night in
Holidays in Hell.
Holidays in Hell.
That's why I also thought that's
one of my favorite parts of that entire movie.
That is where
and they look like those too.
That is where the horror peeps idea came from.
Really?
When we were doing your Joker makeup. First time to ever say horror peeps.
Yeah.
I was because you had mentioned something that triggered a memory of me in me about Holidays in Hell.
Wow.
So that's where it all came from.
Yeah.
So thank you, John Murdy, and thank you, Chris Williams, and the HHN team for doing this.
And Figure.
And Figure for the music.
Never forget.
And that's why y'all are my horror peeps.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's a little brief history at the beginning of this video for you guys. If you guys really cared. But now if you don't catch us saying horror peeps, let us know in the comment section.
No.
Hey, you didn't say horror peeps. You're like, oh, dang it.
You know,
it's going to take me a little bit to get used to saying horror peeps.
You don't have to say it.
I don't. That's your thing?
This is my thing.
Okay.
I'm always been very cognizant of what I say in terms of gender inclusion with my choice of words.
Yeah.
That's just that's something that I've been wanting to do ever since we started YouTube. That's why if you ever hear me say guys to people, those are people who have already identified to me using their pronouns as he, him, his. So that's when I say guys. If I do not hear someone using their preferred pronouns, I restrain and I say y'all. Or I say folks when I'm talking to the camera. Now saying horror peeps. And for TLEV Media, I try to say theme park fans or theme park enthusiasts or viewers.
Yeah.
But folks is usually my go-to for that. That's just something that's for me. I know there's still a lot of people who go like, hey, what is up, you guys? Yes, we're here. We're talking about stuff on the channel.
I mean, I'm still stuck with doing the ladies and gentlemen. I think it's just because of routine.
Yes, that is routine. And that's what,
That's always been my thing. It's like how I still call myself Mr. E. It's like everyone knows who I am now, or most of the people know who I am.
That's still your alias.
But I'm just going to keep it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I mean,
it's always...
Just because they know that's your name, you're still Mr. E.
Oh, yeah.
I
will always be that on here. So if you see me, I will
don't call him Tim.
No. I will. No. I will still respond.
Don't do it.
But if I hear you guys say Mr. E, it's more like you know
who I am.
That's respect.
Yeah, that's respect. So if you want to be disrespectful, you call him by his real name. Don't you dare be disrespectful.
That's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I mean, no. I mean. No.
All right, let's get back on track with the horror stuff.
Yeah.
In terms of horror news, a lot more films have been pushed back. I mean, that's what we all know. Yeah. In fact, everything that was like being pushed, like, oh, it's gonna be okay in July, everything's been shifted to either next year or just indefinitely put.
Yeah.
It seems like that's what's going to be for a lot of films right now. Candyman got pushed back all the way to November.
Damn.
Yeah. So
it's gonna happen.
And so I mean that's just
it's for the safety of everyone working on the movies and stuff like that, right?
Not for safety of for all the
did
film,
they finish?
They finished. It was supposed to come out in the summer.
Oh,
it's not coming out in the summer.
I see.
Because
it's gonna be a weird summer.
It's going to be There's gonna be no summer blockbusters. Oof. Just
so.
That.
I know we said at the first ever podcast we did, we talked about Midsummer, or no, the second podcast we talked about Midsummer not being canceled. What's it looking like for us right now? It's going from like we were at like 100%. It's not gonna be canceled.
Yeah,
and now it's like it's slowly getting thinner. I would say.
I think now I'm at 70%. It's not gonna cancel.
Okay,
it's not gonna be canceled.
Okay.
Mainly
it's still
because
what is July?
Yeah, July 31st is when it's
to August 3rd.
August 3rd.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm being very hopeful about.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
because what I love about Midsummer is that that's like it's middle of the summer, and also it's the beginning of haunt season.
Right.
So I'm really hoping for that, but I'm not sure what attendance is going to be like. Because remember, last year was insanity. It was more packed than it had ever been any year before. I'm thinking not as many people are going to be willing to go to a convention surrounded by people. Because imagine the line that we did for Halloween Horror Nights, right? For that HHN panel, but having to be 6 feet apart per person. We would literally be like on the other side of Long Beach.
So you're thinking they're going to still be pushing some kind of rules like that?
I think there's going to be until like middle of next year. There's going to be some like everywhere is going to have some form of restrictions, rules, and regulations to try and limit the amount of people. I think
that's interesting. Because these kind of events, it's like. How are they going to control that? With Horror Nights, it's like when people are walking through, it's like sometimes it's just like go, and you're sending a bunch of people in, unless it stalls up like that sometimes in the mazes.
Yeah.
So are they going to have to? Are they going to have to go? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, go, and then like how are they going to keep those guys spread out?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So is it going to be like? Okay, how many are in your group? You say like 5. They're like, okay, you 5 go. How many are in your group? 2? Okay, wait. Okay, you 2 go. Is it going to be like that?
I don't think it's impossible for it to be like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen many, many times where we've been held back.
Yeah.
For to like wait for the distance.
Right.
So maybe it'll just mean wait times are longer.
Yeah.
Mean that people will definitely need to get like front of the line passes and stuff like that in order to do everything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
but in terms of scare actors themselves, right? not only will they be exposed, but just logistically, their auditions are all in the summer.
Right.
And if nothing's happening in the summer, if the theme park is still closed, well, as of this recording, Universal says that it'll be shut down until May 31st. Do I believe that? Not one bit. But that's what it says. Right. So right now, it's very possible that in July, according to Universal, that they could still have their auditions for HHN.
Yeah.
But
I think those are like the things to more worry about, is like those closer things, like the auditions, the you know how Monsterpalooza already got pushed to September now.
Well, no, it was canceled. Now it's just Son of Monsterpalooza. They always had.
Are you sure? Because as I looked at Monsterpalooza's website,
every year there's always been a Monsterpalooza and a Son of Monsterpalooza.
Yeah. So it got canceled completely.
Yeah, Monsterpalooza is canceled this year.
As of now, it's still
it's just going to be
Son of Monsterpalooza. Interesting.
Which, I mean, like, that's still definitely an opportunity for. It's interesting. Now we're talking dates, right? Because, like you just looked at, it's September 18th, 19th. Yeah,
the HAN events already started.
HAN events have already started. So there's not like there can be announcement events. And there's never been any announcement events at Son of Monsterpalooza, because that's usually when it starts. So hopefully,
unless these events are not going to start in September, maybe start 1st of October, maybe a shorter year, or maybe they go mid-November kind of thing, which is they can't do that because Christmas,
then mid-November is all the Christmas.
It's gonna be interesting. It really is.
It's gonna once the theme parks open up again, of course we'll be there to cover all of it. But it's gonna be very interesting to see if it's gonna be a mad dash to the parks, or is it gonna be like at the end of Total Recall, after the oxygen has been returned to Mars, when people are just kind of slowly walking out of their the inside and going outside. That's what I'm expecting. It'd be like Total Recall.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, we have to see.
Please, Midsummer, don't get canceled. But also for the safety of people, if you have to, sure.
If you have to, we understand. Rick West, talk to us. All right. How about that?
There we go.
But since we're talking HHN, and since this does go on the TLEV Horror channel, so if you're listening on Spotify, make sure to check out our channel TLEV Horror. It's where we post all of our horror content. Yeah. History of TLEV, go to TLEV Media. Yep. Not going to repeat every single podcast. But in TLEV Horror, we've been doing HHN speculation videos.
Yeah. We've made 3 now.
Yeah. And the last one we did was based off of Horror Nights Nightmares first speculation map.
Yeah.
And it had 10 mazes or 10 houses going to Orlando and 9 mazes, if you're including the Walking Dead all-day attraction, coming to Hollywood. We talked about it. Go check out that video. It's actually doing really well. We're really happy about that. But as of this recording this morning, HN Nightmares just released their second version of the speculation map. And I thought maybe we should talk about it, because the two big things that we brought up on the first speculation map video was Beetlejuice and Gremlins, right? Like, those are both Warner Brothers properties. Very interesting to see them on the list, right? And then the 2 Netflix shows. You talked about how you think that's just gonna be one, or I said it was one or the other, but you thought it was.
I thought it'd be like 2 together.
Now, and those two Netflix shows were Haunting of Hill House and Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. We weren't really on board with Chilling Adventures this season.
We just didn't know much about it. So
well, I mean, I've seen the first season. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's like it gives me a lot of Twilight vibes.
Okay.
It's Twilight with Immortal Instruments meets Shadowhunters, which is the same thing, but the TV show is different from the books. Anyway, doesn't matter, because that's no longer on the speculation map. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina
they took it out?
They took it out.
Interesting.
And they've replaced it with they've taken it off on both, and they've just replaced it with something is just unknown IP. So it's an intellectual property based maze or house, but it's just not Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. So could that be your Stranger Things?
Could be Stranger Things, because it's both Netflix shows took off. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised if it's gonna be Netflix.
Yeah.
I mean, Stranger Things.
Yeah.
There's no surprise there. It's there. It's good. It brings in fans.
It does.
Merch is so easy to sell.
So easy.
That area is so easy to design and sell, like Eggo waffles, and the food's so easy to do.
Okay, but last year's was terrible. The design, they literally put
but-
up like a tapestry, and
And they're gonna do it again.
no, because like the year
But
before,
HH
it
in
was
Orlando does it different
Yes.
and do it very well.
Yes, they do.
And that is why it'll probably still happen. Is because I don't think Netflix looks at, oh, you're gonna get it and you're not gonna get it
individually.
I think they like, oh, it did really well over there. Okay, we're gonna do it again.
Gotcha.
Here, Hollywood, you guys can do it again too.
Okay.
I feel like it's
that's a smart idea.
Or
Yeah, smart way
they're
to
just
look at it.
like, oh, we don't care. We still made a lot of money, so let's just do it again.
I kind of feel like it's that.
It could be
I
that.
kind of, especially with what happened here in Hollywood last year. Because I really don't know what the hell happened. How that was approved or anything.
It wasn't great.
But it was approved.
It was It was interesting. It was
Interesting.
yeah. It just
I think it's interesting that you found it interesting.
it was interesting of how bad it was. That's what I mean. Walking through it, if I'm going, oh, okay, oh, no. Well, especially it's like it was inside
Yeah,
a soundstage.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see that because of the time crunch,
Yeah.
is there going to be more located in sound stages here in Hollywood?
You think that's quicker to build that way?
Or, I just thought of something like to say no, to counter that, because all the TV shows have been pushed back. So maybe
so
there'll
there's
be
going to be
none
no
in
sound
stages, because all the sound stages are going to be used for your
Or-
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, your Superstore.
What if the backlot's not going to be open anymore?
Because they're going to be filming the entire... Oh, why you got to do me like that?
We never know. We gotta
Oh,
see.
my gosh.
It's going to be
think
interesting.
about that.
Yeah, the backlot is a filming
Wow.
area.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's,
I mean,
it's a working...
we keep saying there's no tram, so that area will be closed off as
still,
normal.
they still need...
But still, you need to go.
metropolitan area.
Yeah,
Oh, man, I didn't even think about that. Oh.
yeah. Universal's, I think they're just going to look at what's going to make the money quick now, because they need money.
Quick, yeah.
All these theme parks need money
Yeah.
right now, and since their filming is quicker and
Yeah.
gets in more money quicker,
Yeah.
they're gonna probably push that through that first.
Yeah.
And where else do you film other than the backlot at Universal Studios?
No, you definitely don't film
We
on
always
the-
we always see the exact same
theme park
area
area.
for like car commercials and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It is that area where the scare zones, or that one scare zone you either
Yeah.
walk through or yeah.
the metropolitan or the New York City area.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be
Wow,
interesting.
hitting me hard with those
I mean,
facts. Hitting all
look,
of us hard with
we're
those facts.
we're gonna see. You know, we're not here to scare anyone, and we're not saying that's what's gonna
scaring
happen.
people.
We're just speculating.
That's right.
So
Second thing to change between the two maps, Gremlins, which was like we were kind of excited for, no longer there.
Gremlins has been
And you and I both know why. Because there is a huge possibility that Horror Made Here is going to use it. That's
Yeah.
right. Warner Brothers Horror Made Here is more than likely. Well, I don't know if they're going to be doing their event this year because I don't really know other than Universal who's doing a horror event this year. But
Knott's will be able to.
I don't know.
Why?
Knott's has a very tight budget year round.
Really?
They are not.
Oh, you want to talk tight budget? Six Flags, I believe, is
About to go bankrupt?
they're in a situation. They're getting sued by 3 different people
Whoa,
because
what?
they were getting charged for their annual passes without Six Flags giving like a message
notice?
like Disney did with their annual passes.
Oh,
Or how
interesting.
Universal did too.
Oh, well then, I mean, that's just 3 people. But yeah.
Well, it's 3 people who
Fright
probably
Fest-
understand
yeah.
how the law works and can get a pretty penny, like what happened to YouTube kind of thing.
Yeah. Fright Fest is definitely... So the way that I see, like, almost looking at like different tiers, like the for
Yeah.
sure's. The for sure's, Universal.
As in what? Happening?
Happening.
Okay.
For sure. Maybe, but pretty close to for sure. Maybes. We're looking at Knots. Horror Made Here. Cutting Room Floor.
Oh, okay.
Cutting Room Floor. Fright Fest. LA Haunted Hayride. Those aren't happening.
Well, you forgot Dark Harbor. What are we talking here? Dark
Harbor. Probably on the cutting room floor,
so?
too.
I mean, yeah.
Think about it.
They have no money coming in right now with the Queen Mary.
Yeah, the Queen Mary is just... It's just hotel
standing there right now,
and
the ghosts are having a good time though because no one's home. I mean, it could. It's well, how I'm picturing it right now is either two movie scenes. It could be like The Shining, you know.
Oh, in the golden room.
In the golden room, or it's like Night in the Museum at the end of the first one where they're playing September and all the animals are alive with the disco ball and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. I think those are the kind of ghosts that live in there.
That's a TikTok right there. Blasting out that music as soon as we get back in September. Oh yeah, we're gonna blast that because I'm thinking August at the earliest is when we return to the theme parks.
You're one of those. You keep thinking that August is gonna be the day.
August is the month I'm seeing. Really? August. It's just because there's still so many. Okay, sorry for the barking.
There's barking.
That's our Saint Bernard outside.
Yeah, we have a dog.
Whoa. Studio's actually at a home.
Hey, whoa.
No, but what I want to say is the fact that there are still so many states here in the United States who are not taking this seriously.
Yeah.
And because of that, it will continue to spread. We're not flattening the curve. The curve is just getting bigger right now.
You want to talk about states? We look at Florida,
and that's where HHN is.
Not just HHN. There's also the Dark Harbor, but it's over there. You also have
Dark Horizon, by the way.
Dark Horizon,
Busch Gardens,
all of those.
Yeah, but we're in California. We've got all
right.
Of these.
No. I know that, but. You're saying like not taking it serious. So
but Florida's having
You've seen what happened in Florida recently and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the problem is I don't think anyone like you said, no one's really thinking how strong this is because
I don't think
not nobody. No. I take that back.
There are still plenty of people like you, our viewers, who are making sure to take social distancing seriously.
The issue is right now is because so many people are not witnessing it and not having it happen to them that they're like, it's not that strong. It's not that strong. Mm-hmm. And that is the main problem. I mean, that's always been the problem with certain sicknesses and stuff like that, you know? And it's a problem, and we need to save Halloween.
We need to save Halloween. If you see someone outside, make sure to yell at them and
save Halloween!
Hey! Save Halloween! Yeah. Because they are not saving Halloween by doing all this. But that's not why you're here. You're here
I know. We got to stop talking about this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, this is really the only time we ever get to talk.
We'll put a timestamp of everything this episode. You guys can skip if you want to skip.
Putting extra work for me. Thanks.
I'll do it if you want.
Okay.
But,
all right. Sounds good.
But it's just I know a lot of people, it scares them to hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So we'll just skip that.
Like that. You know.
Yes,
so I'll put timestamps for the people like this. Guys, we have a TikTok that's going actually not wild right now, but we've got three.
Oh yeah,
three TikToks
talk to us
there,
about our TikToks.
and I think they're doing pretty good. I mean, we're not TikTok famous, guys.
Not yet.
But you know, we're getting views on them, like we get views on certain videos, kind of numbers.
Shade.
But yeah, we're gonna keep doing that. I mean, it's just like
6-second video that took us like 30 minutes to do. 30-minute video that took me 3 hours to make. Save you, shade.
I think that's okay. That is the time we're living in now. Okay, about viewers.
Yeah. Oh, talk to us.
Viewers like This
do they?
This is interesting.
What do you like?
We've gone through 3 different times.
Eras. TLEV eras.
Not our eras, but in viewers / creators.
Media creator eras. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So at first, people loved super long videos.
That's true.
Super long videos. We're talking 40 minutes, all that kind of stuff. People will sit and watch. Second era, 10-minute video tops.
Yeah.
People would watch up to 10 minutes, and that's why YouTube is like 10 minutes. This is, and you can monetize and blah blah blah. People would watch up to 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look at numbers and other viewers, or not viewers, other YouTubers and stuff like that, the most view time now is at least 7 minutes.
I think so. Yeah, I think even 6
or 6.
I think it's like 6
It's
to
something
7.
like that.
Yeah.
So people want quicker videos
Yeah.
now, and I think it's because of things like TikTok.
Yeah.
You can get your stimulus very quickly in your brain. You get your high very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You
go through so many
up
so
to a minute.
quickly. Yeah.
And you can go next one.
Yeah.
So that is what content. I mean, content's kind of have to become like that. And it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But also, YouTube's analytics are pushing shorter videos.
Yes, they
now.
are. Yes.
So
they are.
we got to look at that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm speaking out loud and you guys don't really care, but if you want to make content and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, you got to think about stuff like, you got to think about those kind of numbers and those what viewers watch. And also let us know if you guys are like that. If you watch, 5 minutes and you're like, next video.
Let us know what kind of content you would want to see, not only on our horror channel, but also our theme park channel. And also if you want to hear on the podcast, like what different topics, let us know whatever you want to see, and we'll make sure to work around that.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing that I am worried about.
What are you worried about?
I have this year-long project. You know about it.
I didn't know about your year-long.
They're getting hints if they followed me on Instagram.
Right.
It's a year-long project.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell I can put all that footage in like a 7-minute video.
Well, no. Well, that's why I think that's where your 10 minutes can go.
Oh, God, 10 minutes?
Listen, that's why you're going to have to show some of us a rough draft of everything put together, and then we're going to tell you,
oh, I know.
that should be cut, that should be cut. And that's the type of video that we actually have to go through.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Right now what I have is like, even it's like I'm like editing it, I'm like, damn, I could easily take out these.
Right.
But I'm putting everything that I have because I'd rather have everything now and show everyone the full product.
Right.
And then start chopping it.
I mean, look at the first ever Universal run we did. That video did really well. It did pretty well.
Now I'm giving them even more hints about.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's that kind of theming. Sure.
It's okay. This is TLEV horror. We're talking TLEV media.
Yeah,
but yes,
we keep doing that.
That was like
it did well.
That was like a 15-minute video. Yeah.
So
but
that's what we got to look at.
Same length. Second one did not do well.
Yeah, because my face was on it. No one likes me.
Oh no.
No one likes Mr. E.
No one likes Mr. E.
But
they want it to be a mystery still.
Anyways, yeah, we keep getting off track, but that's what this podcast is.
It's a conversation.
But yeah, TikTok, we're enjoying it. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out.
It's TLEV Media at TLEV Media.
We keep it simple.
We keep it simple because that's who we are.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've been doing theme parks. We're going to continue to do theme parks and also do horror-related stuff. Horror adjacent, kind of like how our silly one where we did flip the switch in our
if you know,
shirts.
we're wearing our Maximum Screamers shirts, and all that changes is the chain
jewelry
and the everything that I'm wearing. And that's
that was the joke.
And a lot of you guys thought that was good, so
that's good. Yeah, it makes us feel
like that.
Yeah, we like this. So if it's
like
entertaining stuff for you, I mean, that's really our focus is always to be entertainers, to make things fun for everybody. But speaking of entertainment, you had a topic that you really want to cover, right?
I wanted to talk about, since everyone's at home now.
Okay.
And there's some people don't have many things to do.
Sure.
Other than watching TikTok videos.
Mm-hmm.
There are movies that we enjoy that I think some people would enjoy. Now, these aren't any kind of ordinary movies. Nah.
Finding Nemo.
Okay.
Yes.
We're not doing Disney.
No, we're not. Okay.
No, we're not doing Disney. Okay, that's different.
Pixar.
Also, we've been doing top fives on both of our channels, and that's what gave me the idea.
Okay. Yeah.
What are Thomas? Listen.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening.
What are your top 5 horror movies? Horror / we can
thriller.
We can put thriller there.
Okay.
Scary. Yeah.
Okay. So in no particular order.
Oh, you don't have a. You don't.
I
have
don't
an
have
order?
it. These are my.
Yeah, these are
my top 5. It
exactly.
is because they are, in my opinion, equally phenomenal.
Okay, I see what you mean.
I'm gonna start with Us.
Us.
Us
okay.
is the first movie in my entire adult life that I've had nightmares and not been able to sleep.
Really? Us did that to you?
Us did that for me for about a month. Yes.
Wow.
It was because you know me. I
do know you.
I'm very logically thinking.
Right.
And so when there is, like, with a Friday the 13th movie, easy. I don't go to Camp Crystal Lake. When Nightmare on Elm Street, easy. I don't live on Elm Street. Right?
You're chilling.
I'm chilling.
I'm chilling.
Us.
If
you have any relative who's been alive since 1983, you're affected, and you probably have a tether. Fuck.
And they live in
the United States, in California. Yeah. Fuck. Okay, so yeah, that's what affected me. Was like, oh no, it's very possible because this does affect me.
Well, also, I don't think it helped that you were working on
my God, I worked on so many videos, us themed
but not
videos.
just that, but you also made an entire trailer that it's us
doing us
stuff.
Yeah,
I know it's comedy, but I don't
goodness.
think you looking over that footage over and over.
No, I mean, like
helps.
Like the violin that's right next to you. I was even plucking and doing music.
I remember that.
And as I was editing that all together, this is the door, right? Door to outside. I kept looking over my shoulder to make sure there was no tethered like coming in. Yeah. So I thought that was gonna be like, therapy, very therapeutic. No. Even going through the maze was not therapeutic.
Yes, when we did the maze review,
gosh,
which we'll do in the future, not yet.
It's gonna be a while.
But when we did, the walkthrough,
terrifying.
Man, filming that was enjoyable.
Was terrifying for me.
I see you guys. You were very.
So Jordan Peele has always been very creative, and I've always enjoyed his work. From when he was doing stuff with Key and Peele, which also has very much some thriller horror elements. Get Out, Us, love both those films, but just because we're talking more horror than thriller, I'm gonna definitely say Us, because thriller commentary or societal commentary. That's what I would put Get Out in.
Right.
Next one.
Jaws.
You
don't want me to say mine yet.
Sorry.
I thought we were gonna take turns on these.
Okay.
But
you didn't hear me. I didn't say anything. Go for it. What's your number 5?
You can do up to number 4 now since you just said it. I'll just do up to 4.
Okay, so you'll do 2. Okay. Jaws.
Okay.
Jaws. I know John Murdy and I, we have different opinions on this film because he doesn't see it as a horror film. But Universal Studios labels it as a horror film. In fact,
they do. Huh?
They put. Well, I mean, when you're literally at HHN in line for the Terror Tram and it's showing the Universal monsters, it shows Jaws. This is literally the first clip. It shows Jaws and Jurassic Park. I think those are both considered horror films. That's right. I'm in that camp. Jurassic World is not a horror film. Jurassic Park is a horror film.
Really?
Lost World, Jurassic Park, not a horror film. Jurassic Park 3, not a horror film.
Oh, Jurassic
Park,
wow.
Horror film.
Interesting.
Oh, that's just
I
how
didn't think about that.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it is scary.
The different elements,
Yeah.
and it all goes back to the Dilophosaurus with its little.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like there is no other scene in any Jurassic Park film that does. Anyway, that's not on my list. We're talking Jaws. Jaws because of the impact that it has had on our society and our treatment of great white sharks. The fact that the music is just used so iconic that you know exactly the sense of terror and fear that you feel once you hear that song. The fact that it created just a stigma around a creature that never saw that movie. The creature was just like, hey, what's going on here? Huh? Any of you seals? Yeah. That's what, because of its societal impact, that's why I labeled Jaws as a horror film. And if you haven't seen it yet, what are you waiting for? Go watch it.
Watch Jaws.
You don't have to watch any of the others because the others just kind of go... they explode like Jaws does in, I think it's the second one. Just watch the first one.
Okay, so I'll do 5 and 4, and then we'll go back to 3, 3, 2, 2, 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it. Sorry.
So I don't have any particular order either because these are all. Well, I sorta do.
Okay, well, no, you go for it. Go for it.
So in this number 5 spot, we're gonna say Conjuring 2.
Okay, so not the first one.
Conjuring.
Okay.
First one is scary, but the second one, holy shiznit, fucked me up. It really did. The nun Valak herself is a very scary person.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I've always debated on buying the portrait of the
Oh,
nun.
no.
Putting that in the studio.
No. We do not need demon memorabilia around here.
I think, that movie's got the thriller. That's got the scares. It's what's his name? It's something Woo.
Oh gosh, you say Woo and now I'm thinking Adam the Woo. Adam I know
Woo.
this.
Here, I'll look it up right now.
Oh my gosh, why are you making me blank right now? No, it's
James Wan.
James
Wan. Wow.
See, that's when you say Woo, it makes me think.
Because I
Adam
thought
the
the first name was Adam first, and that's came out Woo. Shout out to that man over there. He's such a great guy. James Wan.
Yeah.
He is a scary man because he also made Aquaman, and that's scary part in Aquaman with like the underwater creatures.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you
in the depth.
It's very scary.
Yeah.
He always had me on my toes the entire time, and I think what scared me the most at the end of the movie, the end credits with the actual footage or the actual audio.
Oh yes.
Of what happened to the little girl? Stuff like that.
I'll never forget people running out the door.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was crazy.
And Horror Made Here did not help with that. With my fear of that movie.
No.
It really didn't, especially how they actually added Valak coming out of the freaking picture.
Yeah, the painting.
Insane how they did that.
I have no idea how they did that.
Insane. Mm-hmm. So, Conjuring 2, great movie. Mm-hmm. If you guys haven't watched it yet, go check it out. Yeah. It's a newer one that's on my list.
Yeah.
So my fourth spot is going to go to The Exorcist.
All right.
The Exorcist, it's interesting because a lot of people say it is one of the scariest movies ever made.
Yeah. I agree.
And it is scary.
It is very scary.
It really is scary. I think I really like it because of the music. The music is what puts a nice scare to it. It's one of those horror movies that the music really plays a big role in it. Reagan, great character, played by Linda Blair. I know. Yes, I'm looking over there. It's yes, I love that. I love that so much.
Which why don't you do?
You want me to pull it out?
Yeah, do a little brag. Just do a little brag.
This is a little brag. This is signed by Linda Blair right here. There's a pop signed by Reagan herself. Such a sweet such a sweet lady. She was there for this was at Midsummer
2018.
2018. The first day we went.
Yeah.
She was there for her dog rescue foundation.
Yeah.
And she gladly talked about everything.
Yeah.
And she was super nice about it. And she gave me this. And I wish I
had the Funko Pop.
Well, yeah. She signed it. That's what I mean. Yeah. She honored with the signature. I wish I asked her to sign something else. But also, I like the Sweet Dreams.
Yeah.
Because Sweet Dreams is her go-to.
Oh, you wanted her to.
So I don't know if because I was a little worried to do that. I was like, do I want it to say Tim or Mr. E?
Oh, Identity Crisis.
Identity Crisis on the spot.
Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Anyway, she put Sweet Dreams in the barf color.
Yes,
and
it's
awesome.
It really it is close to the actual pop.
Oh, yeah.
The pop itself, not the picture of the pop, but the actual pop itself, is really cool.
So
this is my favorite Funko Pop that you have.
Oh yeah, it's up there for me. There's another one I really like. We'll talk about later, because it goes with one of the movies. Exorcist, such a great movie. If you're a horror fan and haven't watched it yet, what are you doing?
Yeah,
you gotta watch it. Exorcist. Pazuzu.
Definitely. I'm just gonna group them all together because I think they're standouts and they're remembered as horror classics because of it. Any of the Universal monster films.
Oh yeah.
And yes, John, I am including Creature from the Black Lagoon in this one. I know we had a little disagreement on that one. I know John and I do not see eye to eye when it comes to when it comes to horror films, but definitely when Universal Monsters was first announced, and if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch The Invisible Man. You can watch Boris Karloff's The Mummy, and also watch Frankenstein. You can also watch Bride of Frankenstein. You can watch Bela Lugosi as Dracula. You can watch Bela Lugosi as Frankenstein and Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. You can watch Don Chaney Jr. or Lon Chaney Jr. as the Wolfman. And it's like watching all of these, and then of course you can see Creature from the Black Lagoon. Watching all of these films to prepare, it just reminded me of how amazing it was to create these stories. The practical effects, right? The fact that there was no such thing as special effects back then. You wanted to create a monster, you had to create a monster. It wasn't you can do something digitally. The story, kind of cheesy. It's very cheesy because it's very 30s, very 40s, and if you're a creature, very 50s. But it is a staple of Universal Studios history. It's a staple of horror history. Right. If you have not seen any of, I would even go as far as to say, because they are so short, if you haven't seen all of them, take a day or two, watch all of them. Just binge all the horror classics.
Yeah, they're not, some of them are not even an hour long.
Yeah, exactly.
It comes out, some of them are like 45 minutes.
40 to
I know
half,
The Invisible Man, because that's my favorite one out of all of them, is like 53 minutes.
Exactly.
Something like that. So, but it's a great to sit down. Yeah. There's a great little Blu-ray collection out there, and it's not the one we have. The one we have are the original ones, but there is one that has every single Universal monster. But yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, so those aren't going on my list, but those are really enough. Those are you. If you are getting into this community, you need to watch.
You need to know your shit.
You need to know them, and you got to figure out which one who's
your monster.
Who's your monster? Mine's the Invisible Man.
I'm the Wolfman, Josue's creature.
Yeah.
You gotta know your monster.
Figure it out. But yeah. So okay. So my number 3 now? Is that where we are?
I mean, yeah. I'm not, like I said, I'm not really specifying.
Yeah. We're just talking about 5 of them.
Yeah, so this is talking about your third one.
Okay, so my third one is going to go to Wes Craven's Nightmare on Elm Street. What a movie that is.
Ooh.
That is a very scary movie and a very 80s movie, too. Robert Englund is such a horror phenomenon, not a phenomenon, but like a horror icon.
There you go. I can't say that word. Our dad watches our stuff, and he says I say icon too much.
You say icon way too much.
Yeah, I'm not.
This iconic character, Freddy Krueger. I don't know. I love that movie. The idea of you falling asleep and getting booled on when you're asleep,
and the fact that it's based on real story.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So I didn't know that.
Okay. There is a village in Vietnam.
Wow.
Where there was over the course of
I think you
of
told
like
the story
a few years that there were 30 young men who had fought in the Viet Cong, just mysteriously dying in their sleep. Literally it was because of the stress and because of just all these different things. Exactly. But there was literally no reason other than that they were very healthy young men.
So it's loosely based.
Well, Wes Craven read that, and because he read that, he was like, it's Freddy.
Okay.
I know who did it. Freddy.
Yeah. So there we go. Yeah, and Johnny Depp is in that movie, right?
He is in the first one.
Young Johnny Depp.
He's a young Johnny Depp with a little gap in his teeth because he hasn't had his teeth fixed yet.
And there's so many like iconic scenes. Now I'm saying iconic way too much now. There's scenes in that movie that are just amazing. With
memorable.
Freddy stretching out his hands to scratch the walls, coming out of the person's stomach, or in the bath scene where his hand comes out.
Yes.
Oh man, I love that movie. It's so scary. I couldn't sleep for a couple times because of that movie. Because I was like, I don't want no nightmares. I don't want Freddy coming around.
Freaking Freddy.
There's also the Freddy song. You guys gotta learn that too. Yeah, exactly.
That was the creepiest thing ever since you bring in the Freddy thing. When we were at Horror Made Here back in 2018, you take a tram over to Camp Crystal Lake, which was Freddy versus Jason, and the tour guide asked if people knew the Freddy song.
Right.
Unanimously, everyone in the tram started singing the song at the same exact
super creepy
time. That was Horror Made Here.
So while Thomas is picking up his his headphones that fell off. You guys need to watch Nightmare on Elm Street. It's horror. It's true horror right there. And those are just one of those classics you got to watch. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
One thing that I'll also mention for my list of recommendations, Insidious.
Oh,
you're talking
my
about
gosh.
Leigh Whannell, and you're talking about James Wan.
And the pirate ship.
Insidious, for sure, has to be watched. You have to watch... you don't have to watch all four. I would say the first two are the strongest. I mean, it has Patrick Wilson in it. Amazing actor. Has Verma... Oh, gosh, I always forget her last name.
She's in Neighbors.
What?
She's in Neighbors, right?
Oh wait, yeah. I was thinking.
You're
thinking
Conjuring. You're thinking Conjuring.
Yeah.
But because what's the guy you just said?
Patrick Wilson.
Patrick Wilson is in both of those movies. He made it.
Oh,
big,
it's so confusing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I definitely suggest seeing both the first two, Insidious. Amazing score. If you love the violin, you will love the music.
Yeah.
Definitely just watch those two.
Yeah.
And remember, Hunter Ninja Bear.
Oh, always remember Hunter Ninja Bear. You have to. You have to. Yes. So that's your number. That's okay. Number 2. This is hard for me.
Oh.
It really is hard for me because I want to go to a classic, but I also well, these are both sort of classics.
All right.
Damn.
Hit it.
Okay. Well, you know what? Okay. I know what I'm. Okay. Psycho. Alfred Hitchcock Psycho. Okay. The other one I was gonna say was Halloween, but Halloween I'll put in my honorable mentions because I'm not really.
Oh, we're doing honorable mentions. Oh, thank goodness.
I'll put that.
Thank goodness.
But yeah, Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock is, if you are into cinematography,
yes.
If you are into mise en scène, all these kind of things about films, this is the movie for you. Yeah. Because it's horror. It's thriller, and all of those together, okay? And it is made by Alfred Hitchcock. Ooh, Alfred Hitchcock. There you go. Who is also an icon, a true icon in the director field and stuff like that. And I think he was one of the starters of being in his own movies kind of thing, where he makes a little cameo. And a lot of directors, over time, adopted that too because of to show their respect and stuff like that to Alfred Hitchcock. Yeah. Psycho, the storyline is mental, literally, because it's all about Norman Bates going wild, killed his mom. Which he
did not kill his mom. What are you talking about?
He didn't.
No, that was in the Bates Motel TV series.
That's why.
Wow.
No. I also don't want to spoil it right now because I can say other things to save myself, but I want people to watch Psycho. There's a big old twist at the end.
If people don't know the twist,
dude, some people haven't seen Psycho and don't even know all of that. Wow. I still don't. Well, I know the twist about Sixth Sense now, sorta. But
you've never seen Sixth Sense?
I still never seen.
You need
Sixth
to change
Sense.
that.
Exactly. But yeah, so Psycho. It's also filmed in the Universal backlot.
Oh yeah.
We always see the actual set. I mean, come on, that is awesome. Yeah. That's a movie based off of music. Also, I'm a huge fan of movies like that. Yeah. And I think that when horror movies can do that, awesome. So absolutely. Psycho is up there for me. Go check it out.
Yeah. Am I even in frame?
You are in frame. I didn't check if you were in frame earlier, but yeah, you're in frame here. You were in frame before we cut. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know
you're
before
in frame now.
we
No,
cut.
now you're
okay,
in frame.
I'm in frame now.
Yeah, yeah, you are. It's just like you're in the bottom part of the screen.
It's tough when you have one camera and we're on a budget. Yeah. All right. So honorable mention, right? Okay. So
did you say you're number 2?
Yeah, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
I said Insidious. Was that not my number 2?
No, that wasn't your number 2.
Yeah, that was my number 2.
No, it wasn't.
Because you did third.
Because you went here. I'll tell you. You went.
Because you said third, and then I said Insidious, and then you said your number 2.
Really? Because you said Jaws. You said
if you want
what was before Jaws? What was before Jaws?
So I did.
Oh, you Jaws,
Universal
Monsters,
Insidious.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going.
So honorable mentions.
Go ahead.
Night of the Living Dead.
That's a good
classic.
One.
That's a classic.
You need to watch that.
You need to watch it if you like zombies. You got to watch that. Also, just because it was unintentionally an amazing.
It's an indie movie.
Yes, and it was just the fact that it really changed what it meant to be a protagonist. Who could be a horror film protagonist? The fact that it is an African-American man. That it was just something that was unheard of before Night of the Living Dead.
I forgot about that, yeah.
And the fact that he wasn't chosen because of his color, just because he was the best actor for it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
So that's my honorable mention for that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Halloween was earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta learn about Mikey Mike's.
Mm-hmm.
First one. Classic.
Mm-hmm.
But also an honorable mention is It Follows. It Follows is very creepy. The whole idea of It Follows is it's wild. It's a very good lesson about
protection.
Protection and STDs.
Yeah. Well, if we're doing multiple honorable mentions, I would also like to say It.
Oh yeah,
It Chapter 2. Well, Chapter 2 is more of just
Chapter 2
not a horror.
Okay.
It's not a horror film.
It is very creepy. The first one.
Yeah. And I think it does very well. And then I'll also say, because you brought it up, The Exorcist. I'm gonna say The Exorcist. Because you already hit all the major points of that. It is the scariest movie of all time. It is. You have to know The Exorcist if you are going to go in this community and you want to have a conversation with anybody who's a fan of the paranormal. You have to know about Reagan.
And you have to know about Pazuzu if you want to be our friends, you know.
Exactly. You want to be a viewer, you got to know Pazuzu. Yeah, so The Exorcist, definitely another honorable mention. But are you ready?
Do you want me to say my number one, or you want to say your number one first?
Number one.
Go ahead. Go for it.
Halloween 2, Haddonfield.
Wow.
Halloween 2, the focus. I mean, I like the first Halloween, and I feel very much like Halloween and Halloween 2 are two sides of the same coin, where it is a continuous story. But it specifically, if we're looking at those two, I will always choose Halloween 2 over Halloween. I love the story. I love the fact that it's set in a hospital. Because when you go to a hospital, you are there to be safe, to be helped, to be cured. And the fact that Michael goes throughout the entire hospital literally killing everybody so that no one there is safe. Laurie is not safe at all. Dr. Loomis, Michael, right? Yeah. It's amazing.
I think it's cool how it goes literally right after the first movie. It actually just goes.
That's why it's like they are part of the same story, and that's an amazing thing for a sequel to do. My favorite sequels are the ones that literally pick up
right after
from the first film, because if it doesn't do that, there's so much that's like missing from the story. Then
you're like, wait.
Like I love Infinity War.
So like all the last, like the
Back to the Future,
Force of Awakens. A story for another time kind of thing.
Oh God, get out of here. No, that's always been my biggest issue with all the Star Wars is the time jumps. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense in the here. This is where you start.
Oh God.
It makes sense in the original trilogy. It doesn't make sense in any of the other films why there's such a large time jump. It makes sense in the original trilogy.
And shows like Clone Wars come out, it helps.
Does it, the time
jumps?
It
really does help.
Oh yeah, because
that time jump before from Attack of the Clones.
But what do I say about prequels?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter because you know where they end up. Yeah.
Sorta.
Yeah.
Sorta.
Yeah.
Sorta. Because it's not.
But I do like Revenge of the Sith. I will give you that. I love
because it helps. It helps. It shows how the 501st changed their attire from Clone Wars attire to the Revenge of the Sith attire.
It doesn't matter.
It's really random too. It's just like one episode it switches. It's like you don't even see them like get molded.
Okay, so you don't even see them. You don't even see the switch. What's the point? Okay, whatever. All right, what's your number one?
Okay, my number one, and some of you probably already know, it goes to Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. I am a whore for that movie.
Excuse you?
I am.
Do we need to talk about this?
Am I pulling this out too?
No, don't. I mean, just show it. Yeah, you don't have to pull.
Well, Thomas just passed me this again. This is something I cherish too. It's my Jack Torrance that I got a horror made here. No, that movie is. I think the crazy part about that movie is that when it came out, you're not even listening. I'm just talking to the viewers now.
No, I'm listening, but I never Okay. So we have this map of Universal Studios from the 90s, 1992.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that on the first panel, you get to see the entire Universal Studios, seeing the back lot, and also seeing the theme park and how different it is.
How can you? You're not checking on the things that are on our set?
I guess no. Because I like this. I remember like just skimming through it, but this is a beautiful little piece of memorabilia that we have. Damn,
we gotta
see like
keep it together.
There was a Back to the Future special effects show.
There's a Beetlejuice show too.
Harry and the Hendersons. Jaws. Well, of course. Adventures of Conan. Wow. Rocky and Bullwinkle show. Yeah. No one even knows who those people are anymore. No. Yeah, there you go. Your graveyard review. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Guys, it doesn't matter anymore.
No, talk about how much you love.
Interest.
No, Kubrick.
No,
you love Kubrick.
Just kidding. But yeah.
Love The Shining.
I think it's funny that this movie was
but what about Dr. Sleep?
It's a good movie.
I've never asked you how you truly feel about Dr. Sleep.
No, it's good. It's really good. It's a good for connecting the two movies, I think. I still haven't read the book yet. I got to read that.
Yes, you should.
I should. But yeah, I think it's...
Because you've read The Shining, right?
Of course I've read The Shining.
Okay, good.
And it's nothing like this movie.
Well, of course not.
But the Dr. Sleep is really good.
Okay.
I think, but it's just like, I don't think it's like a horror movie that you have to see.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't think, but this is.
Yeah.
Because this movie has so much history to it.
Yeah.
That it was a shit show when it came out.
Yeah.
It did absolutely terrible. That, what's her name? The lady that plays Wendy actually got a Razzie Award, which is given to shitty performances, and she got the worst performance award.
Oh, I don't think she's that bad
because of it in this movie. No, I love how she is in this movie, but this movie got so much crap because, just because everyone hated it, and it also
you triggered something in me when you said that. Keep going.
What did I trigger?
Like a memory, like some like
a memory.
I'm gonna give another honorable mention.
Okay. But anyways, this movie is great. The music in the movie is great. Jack Nicholson is amazing as Jack Torrance. You can just see how great of he's one of my favorite actors. You can see how great he is in that role. I don't remember who they got for Danny to play little Danny Torrance.
I think it's Danny Lloyd. Is his last name.
I think you're right, actually. Yeah, wow, good job, Thomas.
I don't remember who plays Wendy.
I don't either, and I think that's why she got a Razzie. It's so sad to see what happened to her life, but Danny is great in that movie. I love the Grady twins. It's just like it's so creepy and like just because haunted hotels, I believe, truly exist, and like the whole idea.
And you brought a ghost here.
And I brought a ghost here. And anyways, this movie, you need to watch it if you haven't watched it yet. Sit down, watch it if you can, Blu-ray or 4K. Oh my God, it looks beautiful like that.
Yeah.
And so The Shining. There we go.
Quick honorable mention: Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I know all of you were already writing that in the comments. Yeah,
but it's a cult movie, guys.
It is a cult movie. It's not scary.
What we mean by cult is people follow, because it's a very small.
This is a cult movie.
It was a cult movie. It was. But now I think
a cult classic.
It's more like a horror classic instead of a cult classic. It used to be a true cult classic, but now a lot of people know about that movie and have watched it. There's so many people that you can go to and say Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and they're like, dude, you are high as a kite right now. And you're like, no, it exists.
That's true.
Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, it wasn't until 2017 when we were making our speculation videos on TLEV that people were like, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I want to see Killer Clowns, and I was like, what the hell are you talking about? So yeah, I get it that people would still be like,
I also forgot to mention Stephen King hated that movie, but then now actually likes it, so that's out there.
I think people change.
Also, conspiracy theories in that movie is
up
out
the
there.
wazoo.
Up the wazoo. So yeah, that's the list. That's the list. Right? I sometimes miss Six Flags. Actually,
I miss Six Flags just because of the roller coasters. Yeah. That's it. There's nothing about Six Flags theming other than like for Fright Fest and holidays in the park. But just regular Six,
cute.
Yeah, regular Six Flags. Still haven't done West Coast Racers.
We
We
never will.
And we never will. Woohoo!
But anyways, yeah, that's check out all those movies, guys. I hope you guys wrote them down and listened to all of it. And you want to add on anything? Do you want to talk about those quickly, just very quickly, or no?
Talk about the photos. Sure.
So Thomas just. Oh, okay. You're giving them to me. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Or do you want me to showcase?
They're not going to see it. So
they're not going to
just
see it on you. Oh, okay.
Okay. This is very quick. I just want to talk about it because you're going to be seeing these on the set sometime.
Yeah.
We got photos developed.
We did.
Photos of events, and I don't know if you want to talk about any of these truly.
Well, what I want to definitely talk about with these photos is one, my hair has never looked as great as in this photo.
I don't think they can see it there, Thomas.
Yeah, well, I mean, just know that this is probably the best photo of my hair when I was trying to do the pompadour ever. That's why I like this photo.
Right.
No, but I think what's great about having these photos, and definitely something that we want to change, because it's not just of us. It's of us at the horror events with our scare actor friends, right? Yeah. Reggie, right? We have a whole story with Reggie. We've talked about
me and Reggie.
We've talked about Reggie, and
well, you guys will see them on the set. They'll be on the set. I love this picture so much.
Also, I don't remember his name. I'm just gonna call him the What's Up Bro monster. Saying What's Up Bro with Josue. Me meeting and interviewing Dan Aykroyd was amazing.
That we keep.
But we're gonna have a part of the set where there's gonna be us just putting collage of all of the photos, and I would love if you could send us the photos that you've taken, that we've taken all together, and we can start putting that in part of the collage.
It's super easy. You guys just send them digitally through DMs, Instagram, Twitter DMs, any of that.
Or you can send it at tlevhorror@gmail.com.
There we go. We save them, and then we'll develop them.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
we'll
print them out.
Super cheap stuff to do, and we'll love to do it.
Because I would love to do this part of the set just being all of our photos from the different events that would, like, the major milestones in our careers doing TLEV, right? Like this interview that I had with Dan Aykroyd is probably one of the best interviews that I've ever done. Besides all the ones I do with John Murdy, of course. John, you always have a special place in my heart. But with Dan Aykroyd, who was the Ghostbuster for me. Yeah. And then also, it just reminds me so much of how amazing that night was. And then seeing the photo of you with the sliders at Dark Harbor
that's
reminds me of how much I loved the past 2 years that we've done it, and how grateful I've been that we've been able to cover it because we have all of you to thank for this, right? Your support, the fact that you at us on Twitter, you make sure to send us stuff on Instagram. People see that. And the people who see that are the people who are looking to see for new media outlets and new personalities to cover their events. And so thank you so much for all that you've done and being part of this journey with TLEV. And that's why we love creating content for all of you, not just the horror stuff, but the theme park stuff, the movie stuff, and just talking about ourselves, like just going through what it's like, because we know many of you are like us, right? We're all nerds. We all love theme parks. We all love horror. We all love movies, right? And so we try to, and we all love them in such different ways that we'd love to almost be like the ambassador for all of you to talk about all these different things.
I mean, I think how we truly have built these channels is it's an escape for all of us from the real world for just a couple minutes.
More than a couple, please. I don't want to start making 4-minute videos. I can't. My soul cannot do
that. But us sitting down here, this is relaxing for us to sit down and just talk and have you guys listen in. It's just it's a way out of the real world for just a little bit. Whatever the heck is going on, our way of not stressing is to make content for you guys and to post it, and hopefully for you guys to, if you guys watch them, and that's your way of relaxing and stuff like that. And I think
I think that's a great place to end this one.
I
think, just the overall message. Thank you. Thank you for watching this podcast and for listening on Spotify at TLEV Horror Pick Your Brain Podcast. And also just, if you would like to support, right, we wanted to maybe mention some of our supporters now.
For Pick Your Brain. Pick Your
Not
Brain.
pick. Well,
what
for
the heck?
those who are supporting the Pick Your Brain, but also supporting
For Buy Me
TLEV.
a Coffee?
Buy Me a Coffee.
Yeah,
because,
let me pull it up quickly.
So I'll talk a little bit. Buy Me a Coffee is this great way that you can support us with the donation of 1, 3, 5 coffees, because a coffee is worth $3. So essentially, you could be donating $3, $9, or $15.
Yeah.
And all of that is going to different tiers. The overall goal is for us to use whatever we're donated through the live streams that we have almost like monthly now to also just through this Buy Me a Coffee. We're going to be paying our plane tickets to go Orlando to cover all of Magic Kingdom or Walt Disney World, I should say. Gosh, there's 4 parks there. Walt Disney World, and also to be covering all of Orlando's Universal Orlando Resort, right? Volcano Bay, and also covering the 2 different.
And those won't be all in one trip. I don't think we could do that all in one trip. There's no way. There's no way.
Do a week.
Oh boy, Jesus! All right.
With all of your support, of course, and of course, doing that for HHN 30, right? That's what we really
that's
doing
that. I want to. Yeah, that's.
I mean, yes, that's part of it. But what I'm envisioning is an entire week of doing
an entire week.
Yes, HHN Orlando, and then doing Universal Orlando Resorts, and then also doing Walt Disney World.
I didn't think about that, but hey, you know what? If we get that much
when
support,
we're in Florida. But also, if you just really want to see us go through some pretty big changes, I don't really know. I think I'm gonna have to change mine because I am planning on shaving for my 23rd birthday next month.
Wow.
So there will be that as a live stream for all of you to watch. So hey, Dolly Shave Club, want to sponsor us?
Sponsor before that video.
But another tier is that if we hit $400 on Buy Me a Coffee, Josue will dye his hair any color except pink, because pink is my color. We all know this. And then $450 or $500.
It's looking like piercing the ears.
Piercing the ears. Okay.
Piercing the ears.
Okay. Both ears.
Yep.
Good golly.
Good golly is true. All right, so
why not? Okay, we'll talk about this
so
later.
Anyways,
but who do we want to shout out? Our donators already.
So let's go with Nico.
Nico
underscore XX15XX underscore.
Nico, thank you
Says
so
this
much.
is Cactus Jack here supporting the squad.
Cactus Jack, Nico, thank you so much for your support. Who else?
Then John Jr. bought a coffee.
Jr.
The best theme park trio out there. Keep up the great work on TLEV Media and TLEV Horror.
And John, I'm going to tell you right now, ever since I read that, all of our descriptions, I always write the trio, right? Because you're right. We are the trio, the theme park trio, the SoCal Haunt trio. Thank you, John, for, you know what? I love that. I love that phrasing. Thank you for that.
And then
for the coffee.
This person, they didn't really put their name. They put your brother.
Your brother.
I don't think it's us.
Your brother. No.
He says.
But he's been commenting on our live streams on our Instagram posts. Yeah,
Sorry,
in our
brother.
videos. Yeah.
He says to keep the Pazuzus away.
Got to keep the Pazuzus away. Absolutely.
Those $3 are going to keep the Pazuzus
Absolutely.
away.
So already right there, we have $9 plus the $24 that we've already had from our live stream. So we're at $33. There we go.
Whoa!
$33 to that $400 mark. We only need $367 left. All right, what are you waiting for?
Thank you guys.
I'm kidding. I mean, thank you. Any donation is great.
Yeah.
And if you can't do one right now, that's fine.
We understand.
You can help just by watching and sharing our content.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
anyways, that's it.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this podcast.
Yeah,
this was a good one.
This was a fun one. It was very cash.
Hope y'all enjoyed it as well. Make sure to rate us on Spotify. And also just to like us if you're watching on YouTube. Leave a little comment saying what are some of your favorite horror movies. Also, what kind of videos do you want to see on TLEV Horror and TLEV Media?
And the speculation stuff, too.
And the speculation. We talk so much in this.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going to title this, but we'll see. We'll figure something out.
We'll find something.
Yeah, we got our social medias. Go check them out, too.
Yeah. Everything's in the description.
TLEV Media, so it's that simple.
Of course, I'm Thomas.
And I'm Mr. E.
And always remember, horror fans do it best.
Stay safe out there.
Wash your damn hands.
Yo ho.